Once again, guys, I'd like to ask you to please go check out my friend's Instagram page. The link will be in the description, and the name of it will be displayed on screen here. If you like any kind of meme content or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, please go check it out. I'd really appreciate it. Alrighty, guys, so today I'm going to give my honest review of the beta for Modern Warfare. Honestly, I like the game. It's just, I kind of have to get used to that old style, I feel like, where you can't be as aggressive as you used to be. Granted, I haven't really played multiplayer religiously since freaking Black Ops 3, I want to say, maybe even arguably Advanced Warfare. So it's been like 3-4 years, or 4 or 5 years, I mean, since then. So it's been quite a while, and the style has definitely changed, especially with the time to kill in this game. The time to kill is, you know, almost realistic, which is pretty crazy. Especially for a Call of Duty game, it's just harder to get on streaks, definitely. I feel like if you notice in this gameplay, I'll play sort of slower. You know, I kind of do, I want to say it's like a camp, but it's also, we're playing domination. I'm kind of checking to see if anybody will come to the points and stuff. So I'll sit in certain areas, be like, all right, I bet you anything a dude's going to come over here, or blah, blah, you know. It's like you have to play more, I guess, smart in this game. You have to sit back more. I don't know if it's considered playing smart, really, because you're just playing slower. You're just like sitting back, waiting. I don't really camp, because camping is more like, I feel like if you just sit in a spot for like a minute or 2 minutes, you know, and you're just chilling there the whole time, which sometimes I do that, but it's more like I don't really do that. I sort of sit in the location and I run back and forth between a general spot or a general area just to get some choke points in their spawns and stuff like that. Or if they're coming, if I think they're gonna come on a flag, like I just did to that guy. Thought he would, you know, just check. I like walk outside. I'll see if they run from that direction. If not, I check the other areas that they could possibly spawn, and then also I'll see if any guys come in through a flag location or just through a window in general. That's another thing, is verticality in this game. It's no more a 3-lane system. It's more spread out, and there's more sections. There's like a, you know, basic bottom floor, then there's a second floor, and then sometimes there's even people that can be up on roofs, which can be beneficial, but it can also suck for you if you don't know the map, which that's why I'm really glad they added the radar, because a lot of people were complaining about that, about the radar not seeing your teammates on the map, and you know, all that good jazz. But my complaint is that you can't see the verticality of the map, for instance, or you can't see certain areas of the map. You can't look ahead of yourself to be like, all right, I won't run into this, or, you know, I can see the perimeter of the map, so I know where to go. That was my thing with the map. But like, see right here what I'm doing? I'm kind of, this is more or less what I do now that I've played the game for a bit. I somewhat understand it, except for when you get halo jumped by, you know, some dude like this, as they call it. We used to call that back in the day. I don't know if they still do, but yeah. Yeah, so that's what I've noticed with this style of game. I tried to play really aggressive. I tried to just, like, you know, rush balls to the wall. That didn't work for me. So I've just sort of played smarter and sat back more and just done what you just saw in that clip not too long ago, where I just sort of hold down a general area and don't necessarily leave, but don't necessarily just stand in one spot and look out a window the entire game, you feel me? So I don't know if that's considered camping, then so be it, but that's what I kind of do now in this game. That's where I found success, because then you find people like that who just chill on the back all game and are just like, I'm gonna see if I can pick off any suckers, you know? And then you get killed by somebody upstairs. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's so many areas where they can kill you now. It's actually insane. I remember joining a game and we were completely just getting destroyed. It's like they set it up, I guess, a whole 6-man team were setting it up. They were trapping us at every spawn. They were up on the roofs, and they were just annihilating us from up there and from down below and from inside the windows. Like, they were everywhere just chilling, you know, you feel me? So it was absolutely ridiculous, and it was not fun. So that's one thing about this game, is like the time to kill is pretty insane. Maybe if they upped it a bit more, maybe there wouldn't be so much I don't know, so much camping. Like, there's always gonna be camping, you know, it's Call of Duty and you got boots on the ground. There's always gonna be camping. It's just, I feel like maybe if they up the time to kill, or maybe they already did and I just don't even know, I didn't notice it yet, but I don't know. I feel like there's certain instances where I'm like, oh, if I didn't die there, or if I got shot with, I don't know, maybe if the bullet dealt less damage, I could have outplayed him somehow or something like that. Because it's like it almost rewards campers in a way, because it's like if they see you first, if they're, you know, putting their gun out and their sights are just aimed down in a general area, and you walk by it and they shoot you like with 2 or 3 bullets, and you're just insta dead, then it's like, well, got outplayed, you know, you're sitting in an area. But I don't know what they can do to improve that. From what I saw at the beta, the camping, there was a lot of camping, not on this map, but on other maps there was a crap ton of camping, really. Especially on that one map, I think it's called Azure Cave. Yeah, that map is just a camp hole. Like, well, obviously because it's in a cave, but it's like, oh my god, that cave is just camper city too. Even in the houses, they were just camping. It was actually pretty ridiculous. That map is not my favorite. I don't like that map. This map's alright, you know, can't complain about it, I guess. This map's alright, but and honestly, I don't know about you guys, but out of the maps that I played and the sort of way the HUD of the UI looks, kind of reminds me of World War II vibes. Like, when I first played this game, it's like time to kill reminds me a little bit of Infinite Warfare. Not as fast paced, obviously, but the time to kill, like the time from when you fire a bullet to when you get the hit marker on a body, it's really, really fast paced. It's almost like Infinite Warfare, or maybe even faster. But yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying. The HUD or the UI in this game reminds me a lot of World War II, and some of the map aesthetics, I swear, they look like World War II. I wonder if they got any like art people from Sledgehammer to come over or something, because I don't know, like especially that one map, I forget what it's called. It's like, it's pretty big. It's like a Russian, I believe it's a Russian map. It's either held in Russia or Kazakhstan or one of the CIS areas around Russia. It's like a really, really open map, and then there's like a decent chunk of buildings, and a lot of the stuff is destroyed. Then there's like a trench on the right hand side. You guys know what I'm talking about. That map is really it's really reminds me of World War II a lot. That plus the UI and all that, I'm getting World War II vibes from it. I don't know why. Maybe it's the style of it, you know, but that map especially reminds me of World War II, of Call of Duty World War II. So I don't know, maybe, like I said, maybe they hired somebody from Sledgehammer, and the dude did the artwork for some stuff and had the design for the UI. That's what it reminds me of, though. It's like, it's interesting to me, this game. Definitely is something new, but also is kind of something familiar, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's like, for me, the game's a question mark right now. It's like fun. There's some games that will be pretty fun, but then there's some games that will like really suck when they are doing, like I described earlier, where they're just like spawn trapping you. They're on all areas of the map, and you legit just spawn and die at that point. Stuff like that, when that happens to me, when we're just getting decimated like that, I absolutely hate that. Or like, there's been a couple games, only a couple games, where it's like me versus them, and they're just like, they're not better than me perhaps, but they have a crap ton of kill streaks, and it's like, well, the rest of my team's not really doing much, kind of just dying over and over, and I'm the only one getting 1 or 2 kills here or there, you know. I don't know. The game feels good. It feels kind of new, but I just wish somewhat that maybe, I don't know, fix something like either the time to kill or maybe something to reduce the camping, because in this game it's not a good example of it, but in a lot of maps there's just a lot, and I mean a lot, of camping and sort of just head glitching or what have you. I mean, again, Call of Duty, you know, that's what I expect, but it's like pretty ridiculous in this game, I guess, because especially because whenever an enemy shoots, it doesn't show a red dot on the minimap, and that kind of enforces that idea, or enhances, I guess. That's why, and it's like, every game, I feel like all the enemies, or at least if you're playing with a friend, most of them will be running UAV as a must first kill streak, and or personal radar. Like, I swear, that's such a must, because you can't see the red dots unless you have one of those 2 things up. That's gonna be a staple thing for everybody to run. So it's kind of, it's almost like a crutch kill streak. From what I've seen from everybody who was going on the big streaks and stuff, when they were dominating me, they were at least running UAV or personal radar, or their friends are running it as well. And I don't know, it just seems kind of like a crutch kill streak, because you don't see any red dots on the map or anything like that, you know. So I don't know. That's how I feel about that. Now, I will say this though, ground war on normal 6v6, that's where I've had the most trouble in this game, only because of the camping and stuff. Like, games like that I just played, they were all right, you know, can't complain. But there's games where it's just like balls to the wall camping every corner of the map, and it's just, to me, that's not fun. You know, I would like somebody to actually run and then we'd fight each other or something, not just you walk into a cave and as your cave and then there's like three or four people aiming down their sights, mounting and just getting ready to annihilate you, you know. That'd be nice. So I will say this though, in 6v6 mode I haven't had much fun in this game at all. However, in ground war I've had a blast with that map, with the whole just massive amounts of people in a game and then you get vehicles and all that. That was pretty funny. There's a couple instances where I sniped a dude out of a chopper and then his whole team of 4 others just fell down and died together. It was so funny. Yeah, that was, I've had a lot of fun with. That I can definitely say was a lot of fun. But for the 6v6 mode, I don't know what it is. It just needs a little something to me to make it stand out or become great to me. However, I've seen the campaign trailer. The campaign looks amazing. I'm excited for the campaign. Gosh, it looks amazing, the campaign, honestly. And I hope that multiplayer, like, they improve on certain things in multiplayer, and I just hope it's all out a lot of fun. I like how, now the good part about multiplayer is I do like the gunsmith, how you can edit your classes in the middle of a match. If you got like a new gun or a new perk for your gun or a new attachment even, I really do like that. And I also like the fact that they're using your Activision account in multiplayer, so you can change your, you can play on PS4 or Xbox or PC and it doesn't matter, your level will stay the same and transfer over because it's based on your Activision account, which I think that's really, really cool. I wish that, I hope other games do that as well, where you have an account centralized for everything and you can just play on it on any system. That's really, really cool. So yeah, there's that. And then the guns feel and sound amazing. That's one thing I'll give them, the sound department and the visual department for the guns and just everything about them. They did a fantastic job. Thumbs up for me for that. The kill streaks seem alright. I haven't unlocked them all, and unfortunately, my only problem with the beta is that it came out during a Borderlands weekend, which, well, during Borderlands 3, I should say, during the life cycle of that game. And, you know, launch week, so it's like, because I played it on PS4 and I played it on Xbox. I played both. And again, they both were during the Borderlands stuff, so it's like, it was fun to play, but it's like, I just wanted to play Borderlands so much more at the time, you know? So, I don't know, maybe that's why I didn't enjoy it much, because I had that game to play as well. I don't know. But, well, I'll definitely give it another shot, the game, especially on release. I think the game, so a summary of everything, I think the game's, it's fun to an extent. I think the camping needs to be addressed somehow, or, you know, if you're not going to address the camping as a whole, like if you're not going to include the red dots on the map when enemies fire their weapons, then, I don't know, make the time to kill a little slower. Not like, we're not talking Black Ops 4 slow, like maybe make the time to kill like in Modern Warfare 3, where you had to hit him a couple times, but not too much. Because, see, here's the funny part. It's like, this game, you die really, really quick, almost too quick for my liking, but in Black Ops 4, it's like you got killed, or the time to kill was so very slow because of that health. So, I feel like a good time to kill would be like Modern Warfare 3. That was a pretty decent time to kill, I think. Where you could get a couple hit markers, but you could also melt somebody if you shot him right. That was a good time to kill, in my opinion. Anyways, so overall, I think they should fix that. But the sounds, the visuals, everything like that, that's a lot of cool. The guns are amazing. To me, this game's all about the guns. It's fantastic. The perks are meh, you know, and the special orders. I mean, the ammo thing for me was always the go-to for me. Kill streaks, they're all right, but they need to. I think they should do something about the red dots on the map and the whole quote-unquote crutch kill streak, as I call it, because from all my experiences, from everybody I saw, they were all running that. So either that or personal radar. So it's kind of like a crutch kill streak where you have to have it because you have no mini-map indicators with the red dots. So, you know, So maybe if they address some of those issues, it'll be better. But again, I only got to use like 1 or 2 guns too. The only problem with guns I had was that there's only 1 or 2 that dominated everything. That was the M4. Usually M4, and the M13 was good for a while, but it's like everybody switched back over to it. And a lot of the custom, or not the custom classes, the default classes are really, really good, especially the FAMAS class and the AUG class. I really enjoy those. I just wish that they either nerf the M4 or make the other guns up to that level to make it better. But overall, there's not too many balance changes that I would, you know, change. I mean, it's pretty fun overall. And yeah, hopefully I'll enjoy it a lot more too once I progress along in the actual game and get more unlocks for guns and attachments and all that jazz. So, but yeah, overall, the game's fun. It's just a few minor things I think they should change, and everything else is pretty damn awesome, especially ground war mode. Ground war mode is a lot of fun. I hope that they include a couple more maps in the full release of the game, maybe even like have their own full set of multiplayer maps, maybe. But I really enjoy ground war mode, so high hopes for this game. We'll see if they change anything on release, and yeah, I just think the game is actually pretty fun. I'm actually pretty stoked for it too, and it's cool that it's coming out in a month, because then I can fully invest in Borderlands and then swap over to that game when it comes out. So yeah, that was my honest opinion of the Modern Warfare beta. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing, leave a like if you've enjoyed, and let me know if you want to see Modern Warfare videos when it comes out. I'll probably do the campaign and multiplayer as well, and do some maybe live comms or whatever, so let me know, guys. And some League of Legends videos should be coming up here soon on the channel, so stay tuned for those. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video.